Ha! We made it. Nobody's DC'd yet, and the bans are coming out. And I managed to make the pick ban screen work. So
wow.
And we're in game 3. So other than the fact that we've been going for 6 hours, this is a great time.
Yep, 6 hours of 6 hours of a tournament is 6 hours of a really good tournament, at least. But we're already gonna see the bans underway already, and they're already into picks. So I'm just gonna go and quickly go through these. Team Instinct banning out Aphrodite and Hell, Losing Road banning out Serket and Kepri. Instinct picked up Janus. First pick of Losing Road decided to counter straight away with the out Kuang and Sun Wukong. So Instinct definitely wanting to get rid of the Aphrodite just to make sure, because that did a lot of work actually. Yunerity, although it didn't show too much, very, very good on that.
A lot of player healing. Again, Team Instinct didn't build any anti-heal, so there's that as well. They built one flag.
Yeah.
They had one weakening curse, which after the nerf is not enough. I mean, it wasn't enough before when you had that much healing anyways, but still something to consider. And now it's Kespainify gonna pick in the Raw.
Oh. That's a very interesting pick so early on. They definitely want to try and do this sort of healing composition again, because it worked out well for them last time, so why not try and do it again? They finally found out Team Instinct's weakness, almost, of this healing composition, and that's a really nice Odin pick. I actually adore that
not an Odin pick, not a Sylvanas pick, those are bans. Those are bans. I clicked the wrong buttons.
Those are bans, okay. If that was an Odin pick, I would have been really happy, but it's still a good ban anyway, because it's Odin's going to be a big counter to us. We're not going to be able to get out of the Odin cage too much, so we're just going to ban it away and make sure that you can't do anything about it. And then in response, I'm not sure why Team Instinct banned out Sylvanas, because they've already got they already had a Wukong. So we knew it was going to be the solo, but I mean, it kind of makes it work eventually as the Athena finally gets. Well, the Athena got picked up for Losing Road. Neath was locked in for the side
not
of
actually
Team
locked
Instinct.
It started the game. The game it gets Geb. The game actually she locked in on my screen, so I hit the button and then it unlocked in, and it was like, Smite. I've never seen that bug before. Why are you doing this to me? I'm in the finals. Oh, and then
the last pick for the side of Team Instinct is the Guan Yu, which appears on your face, that lovely little face. Do you remember the old Guan icon? That was glorious.
That's a long time ago. That was an old icon.
Yeah, Guan face, no space.
Guan face, no space got taken out when I was like, that was right on launch tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty early on.
Yeah.
Anyway, the final pick as well was Medusa as well. So they're doing the Medusa combo in the Joe lane. Quite a big combo, and I don't know how much Kespainify likes his Medusa, but I'm not sure. I've got to see how Moix plays his Freya, and more importantly, how Kespainify plays against, I think, his favorite god. Yeah, Moix Freya is really good. But Kespainify loves playing Freya. He will play her whenever he can, effectively. So he knows Freya in and out. So the question is, can he play against her well?
I'm not sure. We're gonna have to wait and see and find out. So, gonna be interesting. So far, the blue team has won every single match, but again, in the finals, I should say. So these teams are very close, but we'll have to wait and see. Definitely decided in the draft phase, but it's incredibly close. And it could go either way in this game particularly. It's a question of where the spikes hit and where people fall. We'll be back with the action in around 2.5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. This is game number 3, the dramatic climax of the finals of EU's Challenger Cup Week 3. Alright. Players are in. We are in. This is game number 3 of the finals, which means we are now down effectively to a best of 1. Winner of this takes the first seed of, or the takes the win for this week. Gets 100 points.
Yes, it's 100 points for first and
60 for
60
second,
points for
40 for third, 20 for fourth, and 15 for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then 5 for round of 16.
Just to give you a big idea of exactly where it will be, if Instinct wins this game, they will be first. They're going to be first no matter what, but they are either going to be first with 240 points or 200 points. If Losing Road win this game, then they are going to get a 135, and they're going to be
Tied for second.
Yeah,
no,
they're
they'll
not
be
going
in
to be
third.
tied for second. They're going to be in third with 135 and 5 points below the Moxies. If they get second, they are going to be in third still, but they will be only how many points above this? Yeah, they'll be 10 points above Team Bizarre.
So it's close. This is important. Team Instinct,
Yeah.
left side of your map, bottom side of your bottom side of mid-map, left-hand side of your spectator UI. Molex and WolfOfEloStreet playing Freya and Geb, Korinyo playing the mid lane Janus, NinjaBobat in the jungle on Thor, and GameHunter on Guan Yu.
And then over on the side of the losing road, we actually going to see FaraKrik starting out on the right-hand side, playing Ra in the mid lane. Hestrix is playing Kuang jungle, Yunerity playing some Wukong solo. Athena and Medusa are going to be the duo lane with Fusion playing Athena, and Medusa being played by Kespainify. They went for an interesting start to take out this mid-camp, but I mean, it works, and they've taken both mid-camps away from the side of Team Instinct already. Gonna give them a big boost up early on, and more importantly, the Kuang's already in lane.
Yep, Kuang's already here, ready to roll, and sure he has to go back and get his speed buff eventually, which is something that I think Thor and... Yes, this is the problem with the start, is that Korinyo and NinjaBobat say, cool, thanks bro, we're just gonna come over here. And they already dropped the ward. This is a ward that NinjaBobat always places, is this one on the speed buff.
Yeah.
Because there are so many different variations on the jungle, particularly in EU. And so they'll come over, they'll even share a little with GameHunter, because share the love. And then they get to go back to lane, and there will be minimal loss to Korinyo.
Yeah, and now, even though losing Radar still ahead just by like a tiny bit of gold, they've lost that buff, and that's going to make Kuang have a little bit more difficulty around. It would have been alright if FaraKrik could actually have pushed back against Korinyo's damage, but he just wasn't able to quite get everything out. He did just hit level 2, and he just wasn't able to build everything. And now Instinct are actually starting to go against Losing Road and invade their own things. So now Losing Road have to try and do something. They either have to fight here, which they're going to try and do. But NinjaBobat's already taken out the buff, and he's just going to TP away. This is just a big win for Team Instinct now, because they're starting to get back, and more importantly, they're making it a lot more risky for the Losing Road to actually do anything. Of which you don't want to play risky as Kuang. You just want to try and get in, get out.
Definitely. Over on the duo lane, we're going to see an interesting set of poke. It's kind of going back and forth in terms of the way the lane is being pressured. But overall, Losing Road has a slightly better wave clear, expected, considering it's a Freya Geb lane. But still, because of these bursts of power, Moex and WolfOfEloStreet are able to push back, and because of the AoE nature of Pulse, Moex is able to get some poke off onto Fusion and onto Kespainify as well.
Yep, I'm actually going to see Fusion get a nice taunt in onto Moex, but can't really do much. We haven't actually talked about the ADC builds yet, but it's the standard currently Blue Zone Pendant and Morningstar, meaning that the Acid Spray from Medusa is going to hurt quite a lot. But keep in mind, actually, the one, as Moex gets a nice banish but isn't going to be able to do any damage, the one of Medusa shouldn't actually get affected by Blue Zone, I think, because it's a stim.
Yeah, it's considered a stim, not a
Well, it's a buff, so yeah, it doesn't actually affect the Blue Zone proc. So you've got to be quite careful, as only the Lacerate and Acid Spray will actually do damage here.
Yeah, GameHunter, speaking of needing to be careful, a lot of trouble being forced to back here, able to at least get the creeps to level 6. Even if he is going to lose out on some gold, they're able to buy tier 3 boots, and then he's just going to walk back to lane. And this is funny, because he's actually on par with Wukong in terms of itemization, or in terms of gold, but ahead of Wukong in terms of itemization somehow. I'm missing Wukong bought more pots, that's what it was. So we're going to see possible first blood here over on the Fusion, as he is in, yep, he's definitely dead.
Yep, there was no way he was going to get out of that, especially as his dash got blocked. I think it was onto Bobat.
Yes.
He just was not going to have a time any way to get out of there. And Moex is also on this left side purple buff, just getting rid of that. So Medusa can't come pick it up, and they're just going to get an even better of a lead. So this is Instinct suddenly getting together and realizing, yes, we actually have a really good fight this time around. We can win this game pretty easily.
buff camps are Instinct's game. We talked last game about how they were playing Losing Road's game. Well, Losing Road decided to try and play Team Instinct's game by trying to leapfrog buff camps. The problem is that especially NinjaBobat and Moex are two, and then obviously GameHunter's a very good solo laner for this as well, are some of the most camp-conscious players I've ever seen. You know, and they're so good at, okay, this is what the timers are always, in terms of how long they should be, and actually you're going to see Hestrix in some trouble here, going to get slowed out. He's just going to use that water illusion and get out of there. But as I was saying, is they know, okay, they didn't take this camp. We're going to take it right now because we know exactly how long it takes to clear the camp, and we know how long until it respawns again. Or XYZ, and they can do that consistently over and over again, and because of that, they're able to do things like take away the purple buff from Losing Road. They have the timer on the movement speed buff, but Bobat's actually going to worry about his team's red buff first, because it's team side of the jungle, then enemy side of the jungle, because you don't want to mess up your reliable gold, so to speak. You want to worry more about, or you want to worry about that before you think about getting greedy and taking theirs.
Yeah, and more importantly, as I said earlier, Hestrix is playing this Kuang. You don't want to go aggressive as an Kuang. You're going to have problems otherwise, because he's one of those very difficult gods to actually stick your face in, get a kill, and get out.
Especially as a jungler.
Until you're like fairly high up and got a lot of, you have quite a few items. You actually are going to get focused quite a lot early on, so you got to be quite careful. But speaking of focus, we do see a possible gank from this left-hand side, but I think Moex saw, over a ward. There was a nice, very obvious ward. He knew that the Wukong was coming, so he just backed off and sat underneath his tower. But GameHunter finds Yunerity, also that. Can we now call him forever GameHunter?
No, probably not. Considering he's got so many better nicknames that we can call him. But no, this is interesting. He's back twice now. He got Warrior Tabi, and then backed again and got improved teleport, and came to lane and killed Wukong. The last time Wukong backed, he got some potions, and that was it. He didn't, and tier 2 boots. He now has tier 3 boots after dying, and he bought teleport, which means that Wukong finally going to start showing up to lane with GameHunter. But GameHunter was able to pressure out Wukong because of it. Because Wukong was relying too heavily on the sustain from the potions instead of actually playing the aggressive Wukong game that he needs to, and also missing that stun doesn't help either. Again, Yunerity, as some Wukong, beats out Guan Yu if he actually provides sustained poke, but when he does this cautious poke a little bit back off, he lets GameHunter heal, which is not what you want to let a Guan Yu do.
Yeah, and we actually see Hestrix trying to do a gank onto the GameHunter here, looking for the slow, does find it, GameHunter getting slowed very much so. Athena ultimate actually used as well, Hestrix going to try and channel it up, there we go, finally getting the kill, Hestrix going to go that, and that's now the first kill onto now Kuang. That's going to start leveling up and getting a little bit more fed, which is exactly what you want to do. We also see Fujin and WolfOfEloStreet actually following each other. Fujin needs to be careful though, because there are two of Team Instinct very ready to actually go on him. But instead they're going to go with FaraKrik, as he's going to go down in the middle lane. NinjaBobat actually using the ultimate as well just to escape.
Yep, we're going to get on out of there. And of course, because that tower shot had been fired, that tower shot does follow him all the way through. And he's going to be very, very careful going down, especially as his teammates do see the Wukong and Kuang here. And now actually get beautiful 3-man Cataclysm. And followed immediately by a nice wall from Thor as well. And starting to the stun coming out there. But Bobat going to fall to Yunerity. He needs to be very careful though, as now Korinyo is here going to apply some damage. We are going to see the water illusion come out for a blink from him. But now GameHunter is in the area, and they think they still see Hestrix. Can he get him is the question. He sees him, and this is the slow, but he is going to hit him with the toll. He's going to get launched up, into the air. And Moex says, "Hi, have you heard about your Lord and Savior Pulse?" Well, Kespainify does kill off WolfOfEloStreet, and now Moex is here to try and take out Kespainify. He is only level 9, but does have raw healing.
Yeah, but he doesn't need raw healing when he walks away from it. GameHunter's going to get taunted back in. Nice raw ultimate as well. That's going to finish him off. He was trying to go through the portal, not going to have the time to do it though. Moex is just clearing out the wave, just making sure going, oh, okay, well, unfortunately I couldn't save the short-hatted man, so instead I'll just go get some XP.
Yes, indeed. So now 5-4 at the 9-minute mark. Experience just shy of 1,000 gold, just shy of 750, both in favor of Team Instinct. So small lead, but a lead nonetheless. So this is very, very good for them. Again, playing their game. They're playing the buff game, they're playing the experience game, and a bit of that farm game, but also applying the pressure where they want to, and not a responsive play as they were forced to do in game number 2.
Yeah. They have to be careful about losing road though, because losing road's game is the team fights. They can do incredibly well in team fights, and we're going to start seeing everything getting ready. As long as losing road can sort of stick together, we're going to have the Kespainify fusion made you look combo, which does so much damage and is such a prevalent thing. You can actually see they're looking to start up Gold Fury. Team Instinct knows about this, but they can't do too much as there's an Athena and the Medusa nearby. Instead, they're just going to try and look and find something else somewhere. Just healing up everyone is the side of losing road and going for the mid camps rather than looking for the Gold Fury, really trying to sneak that away.
Honestly, if you can manage to do the camp, do every camp every time it comes up sort of on the timer, you will do so much better for yourself because of just the sheer the sheer amount of XP that you can save over time. You know, just again seeing things come up. Right side gold fury, or excuse me, right side mid camps are up, but NinjaBobat gonna get in a lot of trouble. He's gonna beads out and actually doing a ton of damage to Hestrix here. And we are going to see Korinyo think about it. Thor is up in the air. Where is he gonna come down is the question. And they're waiting, and look at that, he dunks down a little bit too soon, but we are gonna see Athena also coming out as well. Now Hestrix is in trouble. Beads is, but he is going to once again throw a player up into the air and then blink away immediately afterward. Bit of a disengage here. Actually, no, they're going on to Yunerity now, as Yunerity was trying to chase, and now he's in trouble versus 3. Beads are there from Korinyo. Korinyo is going to then just portal away. Mog's going to finish off Kespainify, though, in the 1v1 over in the dual lane. And now WolfOfEloStreet just going to do the mid lane on his lonesome.
Yeah, you could actually see Hestrix in that fight was just spamming the 1, which is why he immediately came out of the invisibility, just because he was just playing, no, please, run away, run away, run away. And double tapped it, so it immediately got him out of vision. But Yunerity in a big problem right now. There's 4 of them over here. Which way does he go? He doesn't know. It's going to be a bad way. Either way, going to get stunned out. This is him dead. There's no way he's going to get out of this one. Or is it? He's on so low health right now, but he is healing up with the passive protections. Fusion is defending him with his life. GameHunter is trying to find the last couple of ticks. He shouldn't have turned around. GameHunter is finally going to find Yunerity. Korinyo tanking the tower a bit with the Gev shield there to help him out.
Indeed, and the big thing there was...
If Yunerity hadn't turned around,
he probably would have survived. The biggest thing there was the fact that Team Instinct went for it. They said, no, we're not letting him take the blue buff. Okay, maybe he did anyways, but they killed him. But they saw that Losing Road came over to respawn as well, so they knew they could dive because Losing Road wasn't doing Gold Fury. Typically, when you commit that heavily to a solo lane gank, you say, you know, leave me, I'll die, get me gold. You know, get me the Gold Fury gold for everybody. That didn't happen there. Losing Road was already on that side of the map, so they committed to the savior play. The no, we're going to save our solo laner here. We're going to all be, you know, to be big heroes. And Fusion's going to go into his ultimate. He's going to come down on top of his AD carry, Medusa, and is not going to look for Mo. Mo's going to go right into the ultimate. Says, I don't think so. Goes tons of damage. And then Bobat comes through and does finish off Kespainify. And now this fight is massively involved as we do see the rest of Team Instinct. Okay, FaraKrik, I get it. You went to sniper school, the very last one, probably pixel of that raw ultimate, and now the game is continuing back out. Cataclysm just going to catch up Hestrix at the very edge of it, but that is going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Jungler for Hunter. I think Team Instinct's is okay with that trade.
Yeah, I mean that's not too bad of a trade. It could be better with the fact that he didn't die.
Well,
but
that's 1-for-0. Like I'm talking 1-for-1.
Yeah, but I mean that was a really good ultimate from FaraKrik. Actually, he seems to know this Ra very well.
Indeed. So now we're gonna see what comes out here. Kuang, interesting decision to go for the Book of Thoth. Though again, Book of Thoth working very well with the Shoes of Focus. Now that the Shoes of Focus did give you mana. First tower of the game also was taken over in the solo lane by GameHunter, so Team Instinct now does have that tower advantage, and a little bit of pressure over there, because they know that he could leave whenever he wants to.
Well, here's the interesting thing, and this is the weirdest thing about the solo lane tier 1 tower. Yes, it does put some pressure on the side of Losing Road, because that tower's gone. But actually, it kind of relieves pressure away from Yunerity and puts it onto the entire team in general. Yes. You actually see Yunerity stole it. Because, I mean, Yunerity now doesn't actually have to constantly be in that lane. He can start properly fighting, of which Kong does really well. Yeah, it's just the Guan you may do it best.
And Moak's
GameHunter.
just going to manage to get out of there. Going to drop down immediately and say, all right, I'm out of here. Problem is that, well, the enemy team is coming there as well. GameHunter is in the area, going to dash through as well. Yunerity now is going for him. GameHunter is going to just kind of waddle over and make it through that. And now going to go for a bit of a re-engage now as his teammates are here and his cooldowns have come back up. Hestrix going to feed himself out. Beautiful two-man taunt. However, the Medusa ultimate has already been burned. And now Kespainify looking for a little more. Korinyo going to get sent out. They're going to feed away and manage to just get away with a sliver of health. However, topside of this fight, we did see the Gab ultimate use Cataclysm. I think they just hit the one. Though it may have hit 2 people.
Yep. Didn't hit too many people, and more importantly, the people that did hit are just starting to heal up now. As you can see, Yunerity pretty much the only one with any significant health loss right now. Geb is looking, because I think losing robots to go for the gold jury, Kespainify's ultimate is down. They don't have the major look combo to defend themselves. GameHunter just TP'd. Korinyo going to channel the ultimate, going to hit 2 of them, and then also the unstable vortex afterwards as well, going to blink away, just to make sure he doesn't do anything. GameHunter in the middle of them, NinjaBobat trying to land, they're going to get a 2-man tectonic rift, and now GameHunter's in the middle of the moat, expands Yunerity in the background, FaraKrik having the fusion ultimate channel on top of him. Kespainify going to go down next, looking for Hestrix, and NinjaBobat gets out safely. GameHunter getting a double kill. Fusion looking for it. Nice snipe. Not going to be enough though to do anything. Fusion getting slowed down. This is another kill to Moex. Only FaraKrik is left alive. Are Team Instinct's really going to try and dive this? They should just go for the Gold Fury.
I think that they're heading to do some other. They're going to steal away the red buff, etc. I mean, they can't dive this tower considering it's a tier 2. They haven't even touched the tier 1 yet. And yeah, they're going to steal away this 1 buff here and call it good. I would like to see them maybe still try and go for the Gold Fury. You know, Yunerity just spawned in. They have no vision. They can do it quickly. Actually, oh, Yunerity had TP up still. I thought it was down. Bad target.
Nope.
Oh, they get the fast. And now they get a free monkey.
Yeah, possibly if they can time this all right. The CC chain is real. They did not. Yunerity didn't have a chance. Yes, they over-CC'd themselves.
But yeah, no, I mean, that was very good fight. Team Instinct now definitely going to take an advantage here. Brief look at the charts, 5,000 gold, 10,000 experience in their favor. And this is where they start to just run with it. And this is where it's going to be hard for Team Instinct. Because losing, or excuse me, hard for losing Road because Team Instinct will just start running away with it.
Well, they've just lost the 10-minute team fight, and they've lost the 15-minute team fight as well. Korinyo actually going to turn around to try and go on to Hestrix after that. Doesn't have any mana though, so I think the best, yeah, doing the safe thing and actually backing off after that. But yeah, so losing Road lost the 10-minute fight. They lost the 15-minute fight. So what will happen in the 20-minute fight? Well, Team Instinct is gonna have the better fight because I mean, look at Moex. He's sitting at 5-0-3 on this Freya. Has the money grip already and is effectively destroying anyone who walks near him. So it's going to start hurting quite a lot, and it's just going to get worse and worse with the Freya. And Medusa falls off a little bit. Kuang does pick back up, but but the way Hestrix is building him, he's trying to build him into a tanky way to try and defend himself, because he's taking quite a lot of damage.
Yeah. I mean,
so this is a big problem for losing Road. They need to get a really good team fight, but it looks like the Team Instinct are just going to continue winning these team fights time and time again. So we've got to see them just pull out an amazing showstopper here.
Well, Team Instinct right here. Oh, Fusion waited for it. Forward to the ultimate. Cataclysm in as well, and tons of damage going out there. Fusion getting blown up and is going to die. Korinyo going to get that kill, and now we're going to see the opponent getting ridden on there by GameHunter. GameHunter going in very, very deep. Going to hit one. Going to be going on FaraKrik here. As he, okay, Korinyo going to finish him off right there with tons of damage. Now on the bottom side of this engagement, we are going to see Hestrix getting one, and Moex is blowing up that decoy. Good dodge of that cudgel as well. Going to see Thor coming down as well on top of that fight. They're looking for Yunerity. Yunerity is in tons of trouble. Bobat going to miss the stun. However, on the left hand side, GameHunter is being chased. We are going to see Bobat finishing him off. Kespainify going to actually kill GameHunter. NinjaBobat going to kill him there with the forward throw. And now Hestrix versus Moex. Hestrix is going to... Oh, wow. Okay, I thought that he was going to get a kill on the Moex and then die to Korinyo, but no. Moex says, I don't think so. I'm fine. The three of you are all very low.
It wasn't the I don't think so, I'm fine. It's the I'm Freya, I'm fine.
Fair enough. So, well, now I have to redo my math, because before that fight, there were 13 kills and 24 assists on the side of Team Instinct. Now, let's see, 606028, 6, 10, 17, 25, 26, oh wait, no, On math target.
There's a whole lot of assists on the side of Team Instinct because they are playing together really well. They're getting a lot of assists onto each other, and that means that they're getting more gold. And that gold is increasing even more and more. Again, look at the gold difference. Yeah, look at the gold difference. It's just going up, and each of those kills is actually getting more and more gold for Team Instinct just because of the fact that they're getting as many assists as possible.
Yeah, so that's a big deal. So it's very impressive, the team fight capabilities of Team Instinct, and we're gonna see Geb, please Geb, you are not going to. Fine, take out most of the health, but don't steal. You're not a jungler, you can't steal like camps. So he will be backing off now. Moex looking for something. 4 members of Team Losing Road here because they are that concerned about just these 2. And Thor says, that's cool, NinjaBobat can just come right on over, get a stun off onto FaraKrik, force his beads out, take a little bit of damage, not care too much. Thor going up into the air as we see them continue on. We're going to see Thor going down right on top to Guan, Kespainify, and some Turtle Hestrix as well. And now Korinyo backing off. Moex going to finish 1. Blowing up Hestrix and continuing to chase off the top side of this fight as he now chases over the right side, going to take out FaraKrik, and GameHunter says, thanks, I had an ultimate, I probably had it, but now he's going to get aggressive on Kespainify. Kespainify now into a lot of troll banish. Once again, too much CC. Again, Cataclysm does nothing because of that banish. I'm not sure if this is a little bit of over-enthusiasm or a little bit of lack of communication. GameHunter is proving me that it is in fact over-enthusiasm as he just dove the Phoenix, dove the fountain when the tier 1 tower is still up. This is how you throw games, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, this is how you throw games.
Like, WolfOfEloStreet is actually taking the Phoenix, at least for them. They do need to start taking these towers down, because they are looking for kills when you shouldn't be looking for kills anymore. You should just start looking for the objectives. Gold Fury is going to be up in now, so that's something they should go take after this tier 1 tower, maybe even the tier 2. Do see Korinyo getting a little bit scared, but then Fusion actually going to get knocked up and immediately taken away pretty much. He does not have a chance. NinjaBobat taking him down. Thor going to go up into the air as well, landing just behind Yunerity just to get everything set up. Yunerity actually got a really nice knock-up though onto a lot of people. He's nearly finished as well. Korinyo going to get it with the Unstable Vortex over the wall. Now there's a Kuang behind him. He's looking for Korinyo. He can't find it though, and the Hestrix is going to get blown up. FaraKrik trying to snipe over the wall, but there's nothing there. As Surrender Vote came out, whether that will go through, we'll see.
Well, we've got a level 20 Freya compared to a level 16 Ra, a level 16 Sun Wukong, and a level 15 Medusa. This is. I don't want to say that it's over because there's always a possibility. We've seen games be brought back from worse, but at the same time, Losing Road definitely seeming to be back on that tilt road we were talking about before. They're down by 10,200 gold and 21,000 experience, and most of that is still raw experience differential. You've got a level 11 support Freya, who her gold's pretty good. She's actually, she's 1,300 gold behind the. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop right there. I was gonna try and say, like, compare. If you look at the itemization, she's actually equal somehow, but it's because WolfOfEloStreet has spent so much on wards. Wards placed statistic. Where is that 5? 10 wards from both of them. So I don't know where his money is going. In hand possibly.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, he just bought it and the tier 3 off the bat for the Weakening Curse. So that was another 1,000 gold right there. So.
Yeah, now that Weakening Curse. The Weakening Curse is going to be very vital in the next couple of fights because that's going to mess up the Ra. And as Hestrix is going to get blown up again, the Athena ultimate is saving him for now, but how long will it save him for? The Thor ultimate is going to come up onto him most likely as he's going to get knocked up by WolfOfEloStreet onto there. There we go, GameHunter steals away the kill. Fusion getting a nice taunt in, but nothing's going to come out of it. And now he's going to get stuck in between 4 of them. Medusa is the only person left alive for the side of Losing Road. This is definitely going to be a fire giant, and most likely going to be at least 2 tier 2 towers, if not a Phoenix on top of that as well.
I definitely can see there being a Phoenix as well, especially due to how far up this specific lane has been, and I think they're just going to go for the Phoenix. Moex saying, alright, you guys got this, I'm going to go start chasing Kespainify because we've heard him, and he's going to come in and he's going to dive tower, he doesn't care. I'm on Moex camera, he was just staring at Kespainify.
Yeah, he's Moex, the only thing that kills him is fire giant.
and himself.
I hope you've seen that GIF.
I have seen that GIF, so.
Anyway, so that's going to be the tier 2 tower on this side. Everyone on Losing Road is slowly respawning though. That does not phase Team Instinct. Nice taunt again into the major look combo. Mo is taking quite a lot of damage. He's actually tanking the tower, forced to use that. The Royal Ultimate just singed Moex. It didn't do any damage at all. And now actually forcing Team Instinct off of this. But they do have the Guan Yu heal, and you can see he's using it to great effect, healing up as many people as possible, because that actually lowers his cooldown, so he can do it constantly.
Yeah, very coming. Oh, the Cataclysm onto several. GameHunter will be on the other side. Tons of damage going on underneath. I think Kespainify going to be taken down. And there comes that Leaking Curse as well. So we're not healing too much there. Question in some trouble. However, we're going to see Yunerity doing his best to try and get some damage. WolfOfEloStreet taken very low very quickly. However, they're just going to back off, let the wall come down. Thor's going to come back through as well. And then they will re-engage. They're back up to relatively full health, especially with the Fire Giant. And we're going to see GameHunter going in on the Tony. Going to get the stun onto 2. Though that the Shockwave knockup did certainly make some interesting movement as well. Going to come back in to work on this objective first. Job there by them, and that's going to be the first of Phoenix down. Going to go to mid lane and look at this tier 2 most likely.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for the tier 2. I think WolfOfElo is just trying to be here while the rest of Team Instinct baits a fight. Yunerity going to come around the backline though. This has got to be a little bit careful. Korinyo going to blow out Fusion already. FaraKrik going to go down. Double kill for Korinyo. Yunerity, Kespainify, and Hestrix are all still here. Gonna get stunned is Yunerity. He's got to be careful. He's getting completely bursted down. Moex is immortal. Now the tier 2 tower is still up. They were trying to deal damage to the Phoenix, and then they realized that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, and actually jumping over to the Titan, I'm watching the guys attacking this tier 1 or tier 2 tower. I've got 2 members of Team Instinct still going after 2v2 over here, and actually going to stun out WolfOfEloStreet there. He's just going to get thrown up in the air by Hestrix, and he's going to Gep shield himself and say, that tickled, that's cute. And Moex is going to say, hi, this hurts, and punch him in the face, and he's going to fall down, and now 33-7 in favor of Team Instinct, finally working on the objectives and not the kills, as they make their 3rd or 4th attempt at a Phoenix here, as they finally consider applying damage to it. And,
yep.
GameHunter
teleports
back
just
in.
Recalled. Yeah. GameHunter recalled, TP back in, healing up everyone. That's the 2nd Phoenix of this going down. Can they look for the 3rd Phoenix maybe after getting this tier 2 tower? They could. They do still have a little bit longer on the Fire Giant, another minute or so is left. So they can fight, they want to fight, and they are going to keep on fighting. You can see the WolfOfEloStreet didn't even lose any health to that. Yunerity going to get picked up on the by the Banish, forced to use the ultimate immediately. Moex clears out the decoy, and then they're already going that. FaraKrik getting hit by the through time and space, sorry, through Tim and space, and certainly through FaraKrik as we get a little bit of stasis mode.
Well, that means the game is over. Apparently, servers are still mad at us, but it's gonna be about 3 minutes. I'm gonna check with the admins just to make sure, because maybe Losing Road had a major comeback. I am gonna pause it just in case the stasis mode decides to fix itself. So,
well, I mean, if this is why we think the stasis mode has taken place, which is usually the game has ended. Yeah. The main reason that happens is because, yeah, well, I mean, the game's ended. So, yeah, the server just shut down. It's like, oh, okay, right, bye. But the thing that is, I will say, Losing Road could make a comeback, but Team Instinct would have to surrender. And I don't think they're in that position to surrender it, because if they were to all die, they would only be down for about 50 seconds or so at this point, of which is not enough time to be able to take out 2 towers at least, and then go down and take out the Phoenix and then the Titan. You could not do that in a minute.
They could do it in 3 though, which is about how much time there is. That's why I wondered.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways, point being is stasis mode hit. As I messaged the admin, he's like, they haven't said anything yet. It's like, I know, because they're just ending the game. They're looking at their stats right now. So the game does in fact end. Team Instinct just reported it. So we do not know the final slash line. We do not know how it ended. We just know that around 29:58, the clock will tick and the Titan will fall. So unfortunately, we can't show you what happened. I'm gonna send an email to Hi-Rez and let them know that this is happening again. Been a month or 2 since it's happened, but they tend to be pretty good about addressing it with the server text to figure out why it's happening.
Yeah, there has been a couple of issues with the servers today, and it's unfortunate, but we can't do anything about it. We love the game still. The game is amazing. The spectator is awesome, even though it does this to us sometimes, and we may want to feed it lots of goats.
Careful, mountain goats watching.
I know.
I saved that GIF, actually. It's on my computer. Anyways, with that said, thank you all for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. This has been week number 3 of the Challengers Cup. Congratulations, Team Instinct, for taking first. Congratulations to Losing Road for taking second. And Team Instinct will now be first in the seeding, and Losing Road will be third. So we will see you all. Actually, the two of us will be seeing you all Saturday if you are interested in the North American Challengers Cup, and then I will be back on production on Sunday as well. Thank you all. Do you remember what the giveaway is for next week?
The giveaway for next week, I do not know what it is off the top of my head, but you can actually go and find out what it is. If you go to challengercup.info, and then at the top there is a giveaway section, and next week is going to be the Wrath of Olympus Zeus giveaway. But you can see all the giveaways we'll be doing each and every single week, with a big giveaway weekend of a Pool Slayton skin and a $100 gift code to Sandbox. That is effectively a $400 giveaway each day on the last day of challenges.
Stop telling people I want to win it. Stop telling people.
It's such a...
I don't care. I want it. Anyways,
tell people.
Thank you all for queuing out. We do certainly appreciate it. We hope you all have a wonderful evening or afternoon wherever you may be in the world. And do go enjoy the SPL if you're still interested in some Smite action. I am sure that they are still going. So once